The 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid has quietly become one of the most talked about compact SUVs right now. And not just because it's new, this vehicle is sitting right in the middle of a heated battle with heavy hitters like the RAV4, Forester, and CX-5, and people have a lot to say about it. Some feel Honda absolutely nailed the ride comfort and efficiency. Others believe Honda played it a little too safe and left out features that competitors now treat as standard. So today we're breaking down real public reactions to the 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid, what impressed people, what disappointed them, and why this SUV has sparked so much debate among buyers who actually care about living with their car day to day. Before we dive in, if you enjoy honest, no-nonsense vehicle discussions that help you make smarter buying decisions, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. It really helps the channel grow. And now, let's get into it. A large group of people shared that their first experience with the 2026 CR-V Hybrid was overwhelmingly positive. Some people mentioned that they had just purchased one and were genuinely surprised by how updated the interior feels, especially compared to older CR-V models. There's a sense that Honda refined the cabin without overcomplicating it, which many drivers appreciated. Others said the CR-V immediately stood out during test drives. Even after trying competitors like the RAV4, Forester, or CX-50, the CR-V left the strongest first impression. Many felt it was smoother, quieter, and simply easier to drive. A common sentiment was that the CR-V doesn't try to overwhelm you, it just feels natural behind the wheel. One of the most consistent points of praise was ride comfort. Many people expressed that the CR-V Hybrid feels exceptionally smooth for daily driving. City streets, highways, and even rougher roads felt well damped, making long drives less tiring. Several mentioned that steering feels light but controlled, which adds to the relaxed driving experience. Some people compared it directly to rivals and said the CR-V handles better and feels more balanced overall. It may not be the sportiest SUV in the segment, but it's predictable, comfortable, and confidence-inspiring. And for many buyers, that matters more than aggressive performance numbers. In short, people repeatedly described the CR-V Hybrid as easy to live with. Fuel economy was another major talking point. Many owners reported real-world mileage in the high 30s to low 40s miles per gallon, especially in city driving. Some even mentioned better results in warmer seasons, while winter driving saw a small drop, but still respectable numbers overall. A lot of people appreciated how smooth the hybrid system feels. Several said it drives more like an electric vehicle than a traditional gas SUV, especially at low speeds. Compared to competitors, the CR-V's hybrid system was often described as quieter and less intrusive. However, not everyone was completely satisfied. Some people felt the hybrid system struggles when the battery is depleted, particularly during long uphill climbs or highway driving above certain speeds. A few mentioned that acceleration can feel weak in those situations, especially with multiple passengers on board. So while most agreed the hybrid system is efficient and refined, a portion of buyers wished it offered a bit more power reserve. Now let's talk about the number one complaint, and it's not even close. The lack of a spare tire sparked strong reactions. Many people flat out said it was a deal breaker. Some crossed the CR-V off their shopping list entirely because of it. Others shared personal stories about flats, blowouts, or long road trips where relying on a repair kit simply isn't realistic. Several pointed out that this issue feels even worse on trims that are marketed as more adventurous. People questioned how an SUV with rugged styling can skip something as basic as a spare tire. A few owners mentioned they plan to buy a spare separately and store it in the cargo area, but most agreed that it shouldn't be necessary on a vehicle at this price point. Simply put, this one decision left many buyers frustrated, and it's a recurring theme across public opinion. Inside the cabin, opinions were mixed. Many people praised the seats for comfort, especially on shorter to medium-length drives. Several said the driving position feels natural and visibility is excellent, which adds to the CR-V's user-friendly nature. That said, others felt Honda played things too safe. Some people wanted richer interior color options instead of the usual black or gray. Others felt the infotainment screen looks outdated, describing it as something that feels added on rather than integrated into the dashboard. There were also complaints about missing features such as ambient lighting, ventilated seats, a head-up display, and more advanced camera systems. Some buyers felt that at higher trim prices, these omissions are hard to justify when competitors offer them. In summary, people liked how comfortable and simple the interior is, but many wished Honda pushed a little harder on design and tech. Technology sparked another wave of discussion. Some people were disappointed with the size and layout of the infotainment screen, calling it small and visually dated. Others mentioned glitches, slow response times, or missing features that were available in previous Honda systems. A few pointed out that relying heavily on phone mirroring can be frustrating in areas with poor signal, and they missed having more built-in functionality. On the positive side, some drivers appreciated the simplicity. They liked that physical controls are still present and that basic functions don't require digging through menus. So once again, it comes down to priorities, simple and familiar versus modern and feature-packed. Night driving feedback was more critical than many expected. Several people felt the headlights underperform in rainy or dark conditions. Some mentioned that road markings become hard to see, and others said the lack of fog lights makes matters worse in bad weather. There were also mixed opinions on interior lighting. Some appreciated the clean look, while others wanted better illumination for footwells and controls at night. This area left some drivers disappointed, especially those who frequently drive after dark or in poor weather conditions. Price sparked strong debate. Some people felt the CR-V Hybrid delivers enough comfort, reliability, and efficiency to justify its price. Owners often said they were happy with their purchase despite minor complaints. Others strongly disagreed. Many felt the CR-V Hybrid is overpriced, especially when compared to rivals offering more features, more power, or better standard equipment. Some said that once you approach higher trims, the value proposition becomes questionable. A few people joked that the car payment hurts more than the driving experience. When compared to competitors, opinions were sharply divided. Some felt the CR-V handles better and feels more refined than the RAV4. Others believed Mazda offers a more premium interior, while Subaru provides better all-weather confidence. Several people said Honda's biggest strength remains drivability and comfort, but competitors are catching up fast in tech, features, and perceived value. Final thoughts. So who is the 2026 CR-V Hybrid for? Looking at overall public sentiment, one thing is clear. The 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid is not a bad vehicle. Far from it. People genuinely love how it drives, how comfortable it is, and how smooth the hybrid system feels in everyday use. For many, it's a calm, reliable companion that does exactly what it's supposed to do. But it's also a vehicle full of compromises. Missing features, conservative design choices, and especially the lack of a spare tire left a lot of potential buyers disappointed. Some felt Honda leaned too heavily on its reputation instead of pushing the segment forward. In the end, the CR-V Hybrid seems perfect for drivers who value comfort, efficiency, and simplicity, but it may frustrate those looking for cutting-edge tech or maximum features for the money. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think the 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid plays it smart or plays it too safe? Is the lack of a spare tire a deal breaker for you or not a big issue? Drop your thoughts below, and if this breakdown helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.